Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I will be showing you how I made these 4 skirts. 2 are knitted and 2 are crochet. Well, one of the knitted also has crochet as well. You can knit it if you want to, but I use both. I would say it's beginner friendly, but I won't lie to you, I don't explain everything. Like, I at least expect you to know how to do the basic stitches and know how to cast on, cast off, and increase and decrease. If you can at least do those basic things, you're good. But if you don't, then you might have to watch another video to teach you that. But it's still very simple and I explain everything relatively thoroughly. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's video and let's get started. I quickly wanted to show my first attempt of making the skirt. I started by making a swatch, but clearly I made a mistake because it turned out way too big. So I had to take it apart. But here's how to determine how many stitches you'll need, hopefully. First, you'll need to get the measurements of your hips and waist. Make a swatch and measure how many stitches are in 4 inches. Now it's time to do math. Divide your waist measurements by 4 and multiply that number by your stitch count in 4 inches, and bam, that should be correct. Also, I do recommend rounding down or even reducing the number of stitches to guarantee a tight waist, no more than what you feel comfortable to. Now that that's out the way, finally it's time to cast on. I did the long tail cast on method and cast it on 130 stitches plus 1. Make sure all of your stitches are facing the right way, okay? Now to join in the round. So you're gonna go in like you're purling, take it off, and then get the extra stitch, and pull it through. They are joined, girl. They are joined. So you're gonna place your stitch marker. So we're gonna do a 1x1 rib. You're going to do 1x1 ribbing for about 10 rows or to your desired length. We are going to work 5 knit rows. So now that I've done the rib and I did 5 rows of the knit stitch or stockinette stitch, we're going to increase. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to increase after every 5 rows. So I did 5, then I'm going to increase, then 5, then increase, then 5, and then increase. So we're going to do 3 increase rows, 5 increase, 5 increase, 5 increase, and I'm going to increase after 20 stitches. So I'm going to do 20 increase, 20 increase. It should give me 9 extra stitches. Now, according to your math, you might do differently. Let's say you need more or less. If you can divide into 3, then do that. Or if you need less, then only do 2 rows. You know, adjust it to how you need it, okay? But that's how I'm doing it, okay? So I want to show how I am increasing. There are many methods, but I did this because it's easy. You're going to do a knit stitch, but don't pull it off the needle. Instead, knit again, but from the back. That simple. And that's pretty much it. After you do your increase rows, you're just going to knit until your desired length. My total length was about 24 inches. And once you're done, you're just going to cast off. Make a slip knot, chain 7 plus 2. Skip the first 2 chains and double crochet in each chain. Chain 2 and turn your work. Double crochet in the back loop only. Chain 2 and turn your work. And repeat until it fits around your waist. Slip stitch the waistband together. Chain 2 and double crochet across the waistband. We did 2 rows and now it's time to increase. We'll put a stitch marker on each side and we'll start increasing. Continue to increase until it fits around your hips. It's time to start setting up the ruffles. Every 6 rows, you're going to double crochet in the back loop only. And we're just going to repeat this pattern, 5 rows of double crochet and then 1 row of back loop only. So every 6th row, 6, 12, 18, you know, you do back loop only. You will continue this pattern until your desired length. Okay, so I think I want to stop increasing. I did how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on my 5th section and I only did 2 rows. I'm on my 3rd row and I think I'm gonna stop increasing here. I showed y'all how it fit and it looks like it fits nice. I don't know if I want it to like flare out too much, so for now I'm not going to increase and I'm just gonna go straight down until I get to like the last tier, and then like it'll be a little different. I'll show y'all of course, but yeah, so all I gotta do is do the ruffles. So it's time to add ruffles. We have 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 little dividers or whatever. And we're gonna start at the bottom. Okay, so we just got done doing 5 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and we chain 2. So you know how we was doing the back loop only? Well, since this is the last ruffle, we're gonna do front loop only. So this is how we're gonna do the ruffles. So we're gonna go into the front loop. And you're gonna do 2 double crochets. And you're gonna do that all the way around. So go into the front loop, back to back, front. And for this row, you're gonna put 2 double crochets in each loop. And this is how you're gonna do all the ruffles as well. Row 2, you're going to double crochet normally, no increases. This is how the ruffles look, and now we're literally just going to pick up each row and do the exact same thing. You're going to do the first row, you're going to put 2 double crochets in each loop, and then the second row you're just going to double crochet, no increases. So you're going to cast on, I cast it on 110 plus 1. To join in the round, knit the first and last stitch together. Two by 2 ribbing for the first 2 rows. knit 10 rows. So we did 10 rows of stockinette stitch, and now we're going to increase. So I quickly want to talk about how I increase for this skirt. The increasing is just a little bit different, but very similar to the first skirt I did. So I'll put the pattern here on the screen. Basically, every 6th row I would increase, but I slowly increase how many times that I increase per row. So for the first 3 times I increased after every 20 stitches. For the next 3, I did it after every 10 stitches. And for the last 3, I increased after every 5 stitches. Very simple. I just want to clarify that because I kind of didn't clarify it earlier. And that is how I increase for the skirt. Once I finished the increased rows, I knitted the skirt until my desired length. I decided to add a ruffles to the skirt by crocheting it. Row 1, the pattern was 2-2-1, so 2 double crochet in the first 2 stitches and 1 double crochet in the 3rd stitch. Row 2, double crochet normally. Adding a waistband, I did 2 rows of double crochet and decreased randomly to tighten the waist. For the bow, make a slip knot and chain 170. Single crochet across. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 1, work front loop only while decreasing in the first and last 2 stitches. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 2, back loop only while decreasing in your first and last 2 stitches. Chain 1 and turn your work and repeat rows 1 and 2 2 more times. For sewing the bow, I literally just sewed it down randomly. There was no order to it. I just made sure to secure the big knot so that the bow was not falling over. And yeah, you can really sew it however you want to. I mean, that's all I really did. I just sewed it randomly and made it look cute. So for the last skirt we're doing a granny square skirt, which I've been seeing like all on like Pinterest and stuff, and I thought they were really cute. So I decided to make some. So I got some colors, and yeah, it's time to start making the granny squares, okay? So we're going to start off by making a magic circle. And chain 3. This will act as a double crochet. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 double crochet. And this is a cluster. Chain 2 and then do 3 double crochet. Chain 2, then 3 double crochet. And chain 2. So we have 4 different clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull the string closed. And we're going to slip stitch into the chain. Now chain 3. Again, this will act as a double crochet. So depending on how close the double crochet is to each hole will determine what cluster is going to be a part of. For example, this cluster is closer to this hole, so this double crochet is going to be for the last cluster. And I'll show y'all in the next round because it'll be different. So this chain 3 will be the last double crochet when we come back around, and I'll show y'all. So now we're going to do a cluster, chain 2, and then another cluster. So 3 double crochet. Chain 2, 3 double crochet. And this is how you're going to do every corner. Every corner you're going to do 3, chain 2, 3. So all of these are corners. So we're going to repeat this until we get to here, because remember, this is the double crochet, so it's gonna be a little different. So 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet each corner, and meet me back when you're at the end. So we're on the last cluster, so I want to show y'all what's different. So I'm doing the last 3, but because there's a chain here, this is going to act as a double crochet. So I only did 2, and then here's the chain, and we're going to slip stitch. Bam. And I'm just going to show you, I'm about to change color, but I want to show y'all how it will be for the next round, just so you can understand, because it's going to go back and forth between being the last double crochet and the first. So for this round, the double crochet is in this hole, which means it'll be the first double crochet. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. And I just wanted to show that because I wanted you to see that the chain will either be the first or the last double crochet for each round, okay? Now, to change the color, we gotta go back though to change the color. So we're on our last double crochet. You're gonna do just as normal, but on your last yarn over, when you pull in to finish, you're gonna grab your new color and yarn over with the new color and pull that through, and then slip stitch with the chain, and bam, chain 3, and you have switched colors, and then you just cut your old color. So for this round, we have corners and then the spaces in between each corner. So these little spaces in between each corner, you're just going to do 3 double crochet or 1 clustered. And then this is a corner, so we're going to do 3, chain 2, 3. Here's a space in between the corners, so you just do 3 double crochet. Then it's a corner, so 3, chain 2, 3. And that's pretty much all you really need to know. I'll show you the next 2 rows, but in the corners, you're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. And in the spaces in between the corners, you're just going to do 3. And again, be mindful of the chain if it's the first or last, okay? So meet me when we get to the end. We are on our last cluster, and remember, we have to change color on the last double crochet. So I'm going to show you one more time how to change color. So when you last yarn over, you pull through, you grab your new color, yarn over and pull through, slip stitch into the chain, chain 3. This chain will act as the last double crochet. As you can see, it's closer to here than here. This is the corner. Here's a space in between, so we're only going to do 3 double crochet. So we'll do 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3, and we'll continue doing this pattern all the way around. This chain will count as a double crochet, so this will be the last one, and we'll change colors here. Slip stitch, and continue the pattern until you're done. This will be the very last row. Slip stitch, chain 1, and you're done. Here's how to know how many granny squares you'll need. So if we measure this, this is about 5.5 inches. So for me, the measurement around my hips is about 43 inches. So that means 5 times 8 is 40. And because it has like a 1/2 inch, that will definitely leave extra room. So I have to do at least 8 around to fit. And for length, it's all up to you. The length of my skirt up and down is 5 granny squares. So for me, it's 8 granny squares across, 5 granny squares up and down. So each granny skirt should be about 5.5 inches. So just use that to calculate how many you need to make across to fit around you, and then from there you can determine how long you want it. And yeah, that is how you figure out how many you'll need. Now you don't have to do this, but I'm doing this because I want a primary color, which is going to be black. So all of my granny squares are going to have its last row be black, and when we add the like waistband and stuff, it's going to be black. So it's going to be primarily black. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to do that. You can literally do any color and connect it, okay? But for me, we'll do black. You can do any color, or you can just have it colorful. It's totally up to you. You can change the colors how you want. You don't have to change the colors like this. You know, it's completely free for you to decide, but this is how I'm doing it, okay? So black is always going to be my last row. It's time to join the granny squares. I have about 40, I believe. Make a slip knot. And single crochet into the back loop only. Sorry if it was hard to tell since I used black yarn. I continue to connect them down the rows. Here's how I connected the next two granny squares. When I got to the last stitch of the granny square, I slip stitched the next granny square together. I did this for both sides and continued until I finished the row. Once they were all connected, I slip stitched the skirt closed, leaving a slit. So I wanted to add a slit, so I kind of basically left the last two of my 5 rows. I left the last two open. You can add a slit if you want to. I did because I thought it would be cute. So now I'm about to make the waistband. I'm going to probably do around 2 to 3 rows of double crochet, and I'm just going to decrease until it's tight enough to where it can actually fit. Pretty simple, just making a waistband because, you know, it isn't shaped or anything, and you got to use that to help shaping it up. So yeah, we're just going to decrease it until it fits. I'll show y'all how many rows I do because I don't know if I'm going to do 2 or 3 or more. I'm not for sure, but I'll let you know, okay? The skirt is pretty much finished. All I have to do is weave in a lot of ends. 4 rows of double crochet. I ended up needing more to keep decreasing because it was still too big at around 2 and 3. So 4 was perfect for me. If you need more or less, that could be up to you. But I think 4 is really good. I finally finished all of the skirts. Well, mostly all of the skirts. So I'm trying on all the skirts now, and this is the first one that I tried on. It's the knitted crochet bow skirt. I didn't have any good tops to put on, so just let this roll, okay? But we'll worry about the skirt here. Cute little ruffles and a bow. It's really cute, really simple. I like it. I would rate this a maybe a 7 out of 10. I want it to be a little more flowy, more open. I should have probably increased it more, but besides that, I think it's cute. The next skirt. This is probably my favorite, low key. It's just so cute. I can't really get the full length. I'll show you on the side the full length and stuff, but it's so cute. I love her. The only con about this skirt is connecting it like that. It's annoying, and weaving in all the ends, but besides that, it's worth it. And with the little slit right here, it's cute. I give this a 10 out of 10, honestly. I love this. It's probably my favorite. Between this one and the other long knit one, they're so cute. This is the next skirt. It's the Ruffle crochet. It's so cute. I made this in like 2 days. It was super quick, super easy. I like it. It's so cute. There's no cons about this skirt, honestly. It's really cute. I have no problems with it. Another 10 out of 10 in my opinion. This is the last skirt. It's just a Medi knitted skirt. This is my first knitted skirt, and I think it came out cute. I love the length. The only con about this skirt is that it is loose. I'll definitely have to use like some elastic to tighten it because it's loose, but besides that, it's literally perfect. I would rate it a 9 out of 10. Yeah. And that is all I have for this knit/crochet skirt video. I hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully everything was explained well enough. I'm not even gonna lie to you, some skirts I was like really explaining it versus some skirts I was just like, I didn't feel like it, I ain't gonna lie. So, but I think that if you at least have a little bit of skills of knitting and crochet, you should be able to make these skirts with no problems. If you have any questions, leave it down below, and yeah, I hope to see y'all all in the next video. If you decide to make any of the skirts, make sure you tag me so I can see, because they're so cute, right? Let me know what videos you like to see next, and yeah, I'll see y'all all in the next one. Bye.